Hi, Tim here from World of Sleuths. I told you I was going to make this video. I figured I'd make it today and post it today. It's rare for me to do 2 videos in one day, but I decided to do it. And I forgot to mention in my video, my update video, that for my group on Facebook or on Goodreads, I put up a poll for people to vote for next month's mysteries around the world read along. There's 3 choices there. The first one is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. He was from Sweden. Second one is The Keeper of Lost Causes by Jesse Adler Olsen. He's from Denmark. And the last one is Dead Before Dying. If I remember right, the author's name is Dion Myers or something like that. I can't quite remember. And he's from South Africa. What this video is about, I figured I'd show you some of my go-to mystery and thriller authors and series, because that way you can see authors that I like and series that I like. And since the list has been growing, as you might have noticed, I don't read the newest books and stuff. I like reading older books, like from the late or from the 20th century and stuff, you could say, in like the 1990s or early 2000s. And I know this one, first one I'm showing you is from the earlier 2000s. It's first book in the Aisha series. It's only a 2-book series. It's David Baldacci, The Whole Truth. For him, I discovered him like a couple years ago, and he's quickly become one of my favorite authors. So any of his books are go-tos for me. The second one is Pop Goes the Weasel. We've been reading this series, which is Alex Cross series. This is the 5th book in it, and it's by James Patterson. I haven't read any of his other books, but I'm really enjoying the Alex Cross series, and the way he writes it so the antagonist you just really get pissed off at, and you'll start cursing them and everything while reading the book, reading some of the stuff that the antagonists do. The next one is David Morrell. He's a guy that wrote the Rambo book. Like his first book was First Blood, but he's written several other thrillers other than those that are excellent, and there's usually a strong female along with the strong male antagonist, and David Baldacci is similar to that. Next one is Robert Ludlum. He's the one that wrote the original Bourne books. He writes more like spy or espionage thrillers. See, David Morrell writes thrillers, a lot of his books are, and same with David Baldacci. Okay, here's The Eagle Has Landed by Jack Higgins. His are usually spy or espionage thriller. This is a book that got me to reading his books. Okay, next up is another spy and espionage. This is Helen McGinnis, Cloak of Darkness. These usually take place in Europe, a lot of her books. Okay, next one, Flight with the Old Dog by Dale Brown. See, this is a techno thriller you know how Tom Clancy started out the techno thriller craze, where he had mainly his for the armed forces, his usually Navy for Tom Clancy. Well, Dale Brown is Air Force, and it takes place within Air Force units and stuff. See, he used to be in the Air Force just like I was for 10 years. And as a matter of fact, a week from tomorrow, the 26th of this month, it makes it, it's the 37th anniversary of the date I went on active duty. Okay, the next one is, I don't have to say too much about this, The Hunt for Red October, the one that started me into techno thrillers and even thrillers in general. This is by Tom Clancy, which a lot of his are more like techno thrillers and political thrillers. And I have to show one by Agatha Christie, because you can't go wrong with Agatha. Next one is Mary Higgins Clark. I started reading her around a year ago, and I've enjoyed all her books that I've read so far. Okay, here's Larry Bond. He wrote Red Storm Rising with Tom Clancy, and then this is his first, Larry Bond's first novel after that. Now I'm going to show you somewhere I've read like one or two books in this by them or in this series, and but I know I'll be reading more. The first one is Postmortem by Patricia Cornwell. I know I didn't give it as a good rating as a lot of these, but still it was a higher than the 4 arrow range, and out of the possible 6, and this was her first novel, so like I said, the beginning started it was slow, but it got good later on. So the next one is Robert Cray's the Elvis Cole series. I've read the first 2 books in it. This is the first book, The Monkey Strain Cult, which is real good. He's like a private detective in the L.A. and the funny thing is that I like that there's a cat that pretty much adopted him that will drink beer with him, with Elvis. Next up is Dick Francis. I've read I've read one of his books earlier, last year, that I've really liked. I'm not really much into horse racing and stuff, but this book's just draw you into the stuff. They're more of a mystery or thriller, and they might be based around horses, but they go reach far out more than that. Okay, this is the first book of a series. I haven't read this yet. This is Vince Flynn. I read his standalone novel about term limits, and really liked it. And this takes place in the same universe this series does. This is first book in the Mitch Rapp series. Another one that I didn't read any until during March Mystery Madness last year. That's Tammy Hogue, and she was born and grew up around the same, like in Iowa, like I did. She was in Iowa and southern Minnesota, so I'm from northern Iowa. Well, I read another of her novels after that I really liked too. Okay, this is a guy that Steve Donoghue has talked about at times. That's John D. McDonald. He's known for his Travis McGee series, but this isn't a Travis McGee novel. But I read first Travis McGee novel and really enjoyed it. Here's a guy that sort of like, I don't know why I read his books, because a lot of them are lengthy and stuff, but it's something that compels me to keep reading them. Don't know why. And that is Dan Brown. This is Angels and Demons. I haven't read it yet. It's the first in the Robert Langdon series. So I've read his first two books, which are two standalones, which are Digital Fortress and Deception Point. Another guy I've read like at least one of his books. I know I've read Cathedral by him and really enjoyed it. That's Nelson DeMille. This is a Lions Game. And here's a guy that I just started reading his books. I read one book last month that I found out discovered after I finished it that it's first in a 2-book series, but this one is a second book in the Harry Hole series. Well, it's pronounced different. This is a Norwegian author, and this is the second book in this series. I've seen a lot of people on Goodreads like books in this series. Okay, I also read Deja Dead by Kathy Reichs, which is the first book in the Temperance Brennan series. This is another book in that same series. And here's a guy who've read the first 2 books by Lee Child. This is Killing Floor. It's first book in the Jack Reacher series. And the last one I'll show you is the Black Ice, which is a second novel in the Harry Bosch series. But like I said, it's by Michael Donnelly. I read The Black Echo and I really like that, and I plan on reading more of his books. Well, those are just some of my go-to authors. I have more, and there's more that keep getting added to the list. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.